Ron Terwilliger is the real deal.
Ron Terwilliger is a giant in this industry.
Ron is a hero of mine and a true Renaissance man.
I think there could be no greater choice than Ron Terwilliger for this award, recognizing his national leadership in affordable housing across the country.
You know, I don't know why I got into affordable housing. I grew up in affordable housing. I grew up in an 800 square foot, 3-bedroom, 1-bath house. I knew how important a house was and how important an affordable house was.
After a very successful career at Trammell Crow, he has been involved in both affordable and workforce housing. He leads many of the public policy debates about it. He has given enormous amount of time and financial resources. You know, he walks the walk.
I had a long career in residential, which is somewhat unusual. You know, people in affordable housing tend to be people who have been in causes for disadvantaged people their whole life. And when I started being asked to be in affordable housing organizations, I brought the credibility of a successful private sector developer. I've had the good fortune now being able to devote a good part of what I guess is retirement to housing, to helping other people have a simple, decent home.
Probably one of my best experiences watching him in the field down in New Orleans after Katrina.
When I was International Board Chair of Habitat, we had a Carter project there. And I went throughout Mississippi, Louisiana, looking at the devastation and meeting with people who we were helping.
I never saw him as excited as when he was talking to the residents, folks that had lived there and that would be living there in the future.
If you believe food, clothing, and shelter are basic human needs, it's hard not to get caught up in trying to help people have decent shelter.
I know Ron is already working in Washington to influence members of Congress on both sides of the aisle to help convince them that we're not doing enough to build and preserve multifamily housing. And that's his mantra.
Right now, Ron is a member of the Bipartisan Commission on Housing, and that's a leadership role in our country that is so important at this juncture as we think about rewriting housing policy.
What I'm advocating is that we move to a balanced housing policy. You're in a country today with 50% of your renters are already cost burdened. 25% pay more than half their income for rent. If there was ever a moment in history where affordable housing is critical, and projecting forward is going to get even more critical, it's now.
Ron Terwilliger is a great spokesperson for affordable housing, especially areas which everybody often forgets. Affordable housing for seniors, rental housing, workforce housing.
When we created our housing center at ULI, we put a face on who those people were. They're teachers, they're nurses, they're firefighters, they're policemen, who for a lot of people make a pretty good amount of money, but they can't live in any decent proximity to where they work.
He is a real champion for these policies, not only in the various committees he serves on, but in his personal day-to-day work.
I really admire the people who get it about giving back. And Ron has been a leader in this sphere, and I couldn't be more proud to be chairing this event and giving an award to Ron.
I've been really fortunate in my life beyond anything that I ever expected. What I'm hoping is that other people will say, you know, I've got some time, I've got some money, I should get involved.
Congratulations to Ron Terwilliger for all of your affordable housing efforts.
Your commitment is making a very, very big difference to all of us, and most importantly, to those that we serve.
My admiration and congratulations.
Congratulations, Ron Terwilliger, on your award, and welcome to the New York family.